Athletes, at this time, please go up on your warm-ups. The warm-up session is now over. All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, best 2 of 3 competition. Winners will advance to the finals in this year's Masters competition. All right, arrows are coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for the semifinalists in this year's World Youth Bowling Championships. Good luck and good bowling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bowl TV. We are ready for the semifinals of the Masters portion of this 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships here at Sun Valley Lanes in Lincoln, Nebraska. This is Matt Canizaro alongside Aaron Smith for our final broadcast of the event. In the semifinals here on the girls' side, we have our defending champion, Mirai Ishimoto, taking on Natasha Roslin from Malaysia. And in our other girls semifinal, it is local collegiate standout and all events gold medalist Jasmine Mason of the United States taking on Amabel Chua from Singapore. And on the boys' side, we have all events gold medalist Pontus Andersson from Sweden against Tun Hakim from Malaysia. And our doubles gold medalists do in battle here in the other boys semifinal. Anthony Simonson and Wesley Lowe, both from the United States. So the USA guaranteed a spot in the boys gold medal match. Fortunately, teammates never like to bowl each other, but here they are in our other semifinal. And for this semifinal round, we will switch back and forth between the boys and the girls. Aaron's going to keep an eye on the boys, and I'll keep an eye on the girls.
All right, we would also suggest to check out the live scoring. We've been using it all week, and that's probably going to be the easiest way to see the scoreboards. Obviously, from this angle, a little tough to see. You can find the link to live scoring at 2016 wyc.worldbowling.org. There's also a link to that site in the description below the video. And since I'm such a nice guy, I'll even drop a link in the chat so everyone can quickly access it. There it is. So once again, best of 3. First 1 to 2 moves on to the gold medal match. Early open in the first frame for Wesley Lowe Jr. of the United States. Bounce back with a spare. He'll be stepping up for his third frame in a moment. Here is Tun Hakim. Rings the 10. Tun already a silver medalist in doubles along with Rafiq Ismail.
And we are in action here on the girls' side again. Our defending champ, Mirai Ishimoto from Japan, taking on Razlan from Malaysia. And Natasha with the first three here to start. Ishimoto strikes spare, so falling behind early for the defending champion. And in our other match, again, Jasmine Mason of the United States taking on Emma Belchua from Singapore. And Chua with an open in the first, spare in the second. So Mason with the early lead here, trying to win her third gold medal. Also a pair of silvers. She won singles in all events, silver in doubles and team event. What a great week for her. She is a local standout at the University of Nebraska, so a lot of good media coverage supporting one of their favorite Husker bowlers. She leaves the 9-pin there in the second frame, leads by 10. Ishimoto with the spare, but falling behind early. Natasha with the first three.
Trouble for Pontus Andersson from Sweden in frame number 4 after Toon Hakim missed that 10-pin. Pontus started off strike, spare, strike, but now the 2-4-10 is standing Anthony Simonson looking to make it 3 in a row. That 10-pin was falling down one way or the other. Wesley Lowe Jr. still trying to get it going here in game 1. Open in a pair of spares so far for the defending silver medalist in Masters. Wesley also busy in the medal department this week. Gold in 3 events. All right, sorry about the brief delay there. Hopefully back on track. 2-4-10's the common theme now on lane 19. Toon Hakim covers it up though. Finds himself down 3. There's the 5th frame for him. Anthony Simonson rolling 4 in a row. Wesley Lowe still looking for his first spare, or first strike, excuse me.
All right, back to the girls' side. Natasha Roslin, perfect through 5 here for Malaysia. And our defending champ, Ishimoto, clean through 4, but nothing you can do when your opponent strikes every frame. And our other match, Mason and Chua. Mason leading by 10 after 2 frames. Chua now shooting the 10-pin. Trying to keep that number at 10 pins. She'll pick that up, and now Ishimoto needs to get striking here to stay in this game. Again, Natasha perfect through 5 frames. Ishimoto with the strike and the smile. She's a lively character here at the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships.
All right, we'll see the adjustment here from Pontus Andersson. Makes the right move after leaving a split on 19 in frame 4, so he's got a double. He's extended his lead to 13 pins over Toon Hakim of Malaysia. Wesley Lowe connects for his first strike, however, down quite a bit in his match against teammate Anthony Simonson. Simonson went 9 spare in the 6th, but had a 4-bagger to jump out to a big lead here early.
And remember, folks, for Masters competition, it was the top 24 in the all-event standings, advancing to Masters. The first 8 in all events got a bye for the first round. So number 9 through 24 battled in these best of 3 single elimination matches. So the 8 winners there advanced to meet the top 8 seeds. And we've had, now this is the 4th round of Masters competition. So again, it will be best of 3 matches. Pinfall irrelevant. You win your game, move on to the next. So best of 3. And then the finals will take place immediately after also will be best of 3. Over in our girls matches, Ishimoto struck in the 5th, unable to strike in the 6th. And Rosalind's going to step up here in just a moment, looking to make it 6 consecutive strikes to start this first game. And Jasmine Mason now leading still by 10 pins after 4 frames. Both players struck in the 4th. So that 10-pin lead can increase here with another strike. And here's Rosalind. Looking to make it perfect 6-4-6, and she does. Take a look at her Team Malaysia teammate, Tun Hakim here.
Hakim, after leaving the 2-4-10 in the 5th frame on the left lane, over adjusts, goes high and then chops the spare, so he's in trouble against Pontus Anderson. Tun Hakim now at 113 in the 7th. Pontus working on a double. Already had the lead prior to that. Back-to-back 9 pins for Anthony Simonson, but he's got this match well in hand against teammate Wesley Lowe Jr. as they start the 8th frame over on 21 and 22. Anderson makes it 3 in a row. His advantage we pushed up to 45 pins with 1 more. For Wesley Lowe, it's pinfall not being a factor here. He gets the opportunity. This match essentially in the books. He can max out at 192, so Anthony just needs a few pins to get there. But for Wesley, he gets the opportunity to try to find a look to keep his gold medal hopes alive. Pontus makes it 4 in a row as this match well in hand against Tun Hakim.
All right, back to the girls' side. And Jasmine Mason able to double up to extend her lead now to 20 over Chua. Chua could have matched her to keep it at 10, was unable to. So she'll step up now in the 6th frame. The girls going a little bit slower here in our other match. Rosalind perfect through 7. And Ishimoto unable to double. She's up in the 8th frame now. So nothing she can do here except start thinking about game number 2. Again, best of 3. Total pinfall irrelevant. Just get the best look you can. And anything can happen. We've seen quite a few matches go the distance to 3 games. Ishimoto will shoot the spare, and then Roslan will step up. Looking for the front 8. We had 2 perfect games this week. Filippa Persson from Sweden on the girls' side, and Jesper Svensson from Sweden on the boys' side, both coming in singles. We've had a few close calls as well, including Ishimoto. But just the 2 on this 45-foot WTBA Rome oil pattern. Here's Natasha looking to make it 8. And she washes out 5 count. Still in control here against Ishimoto. Jasmine Mason looking to jump out even farther ahead, already up 21. She leaves the 4 pin after the double. So that lead now 20 at the halfway point. Back to the boys.
All right, Anthony Simonson, winner here in game 1 against Wesley Lowe Jr. That was Anthony's 2nd shot of the 10th. See Tun Hakim trying to find a look for the next game. His match pretty much over against Pontus Anderson, so it's going to be Anderson and Simonson with the 1-0 advantage. So Anthony also using the opportunity to try something different. 235, his final score. Wesley can still get to 192 with 3 in the 10th. So boys match is done after 1. His final score is waiting.
All right, girls side. Natasha opens in the 8th, but it will be plenty. The best Ishimoto can do this game is 218. Natasha looking at a 7-pin now. Still can get to 251, so just needs a spare up here, and she will go up 1-0. And she does. Jasmine Mason. And a pair of spares here. Both players unable to knock all 10 down. Jasmine with the lone double of the match has given her a 20-pin advantage at the halfway point. So they're a little bit behind the boys here. Just a 7th frame here for Mason and Chua. Ishimoto will step up and bowl her 9th and 10th. And get ready for game number 2. She'll be down 1-0 as a defending champ. Pressure now on her here at the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships. Chua again unable to strike. They're on the right lane. So down 19 after 6. Simonson low match going into game number 2 here.
That was the first frame. Anthony delivering the strike. Toon Hakeem is finishing up his 10th frame. This match in the books. Pontus Anderson finishes with 233. Best Toon Hakeem can get to 161, but since it's a brand new game, just toe pinfall. Toon Hakeem's been trying some different things out these past few frames after falling behind early in the match. So Wesley Lowe matches strike of his own. He finished with 192. And that loss to Simonson, who had 235. .233 at 161 advantage. Anderson.
All right, getting down to our final frames here in our girls matches. Ishimoto doubles in the 10th, strikes in the 9th, so she'll finish strong. It won't be enough. Roslyn just needs to show up here in the 10th frame. And Jasmine Mason, big strike there in the 8th. Again, she leads by 19 after 7 frames. So she in control as well. Looking for her 3rd gold medal, 5th medal overall. Natasha strikes first shot in the 10th to lock that one up, so we're just waiting on the final score now at this point. But the Mason-Chua match still pretty good. Foundation frames coming up. A lot of pins left out there still. So the semifinals of the Masters. Finals coming up next here at Sun Valley Lanes in Lincoln, Nebraska. Great shot there by Mason, but the 10 won't go. So we've got ourselves a game here. Best Mason can do 215. Best Amabel Chua can do is 216. So she actually can step up in the 9th and 10th and shut out Mason with 4 consecutive strikes. She hasn't doubled this game. Doesn't mean she wasn't saving it for the dramatic finish here in game number 1. Mason with the spare. Tasha will throw her final shot, wrap things up here. It's a 241-218 win over the defending champ Ishimoto. They'll get ready for game number 2. Here's Chua up in the 9th. 4 strikes. She can shut out Jasmine Mason here in the opening game. That one's wide right. Misses the head pin, leaves the 1-2-8. Doesn't lose any count. Check in on the boys and come back to the conclusion of the Chua Mason match.
All right, Wesley Lowe stepping up in frame number 3, working on 3 in a row. Did not like that one. As you can clearly see there, 2-4-7 the lead. Anthony Simonson started with a double 9 spare. In the 3rd, Pontus Anderson started with a strike. This is his 2nd frame. Toon Hakeem, pair of spares so far. Anderson and Simonson hold the advantage heading into game 2.
Roslyn Ishimoto match, game 2 underway. Both players start with a strike, but here is Chua up in the 10th frame against Jasmine Mason. She gets the first strike in the 10th, so she can get to 196. That would force Mason simply to mark in the 10th frame. Big pressure shot here. Anything possible on this 45-foot oil pattern this week. We've seen some crazy things. We've also seen some big shots under pressure. Gets Chua. Doubles up, puts her in the 190s. Trips the 4. So that will put the pressure on Mason. She will need to spare in the 10th frame to win this game. She squeaked through in the singles final against Victoria Chen. Needed good count in the 10th of the gold medal match. Left a split, but got enough pins to escape with a 211-207 victory in the gold medal. Now needs a mark to win game number 1. Ishimoto can double up here to take the lead and try to stay alive, looking for a 2nd consecutive win here at the World Youth Championships. And she delivers, so she's down 1-0. To even this match. Here's Mason. Mark wins game number 1. 5-count washout. Aaron Smith, we've got ourselves a little bit of drama here.
I would say in her last match against Korea's Hung, she won 2-0, so she had the buffer game, but Mason needed a mark in the 10th to shut out, and she left the 6-7-9-10, which she ended up converting to secure that victory. So we'll see if she can take care of the washout here.
Yeah, count was irrelevant here. Must have mark. She'll give it a run. She gets 2. So Amabel Chua, 3 in the 10th. eliminates the deficit and goes on to win game number 1, 196 to 187. So local standout and two-time gold medalist this week finds herself down 1-0, and our defending champ down 1-0 as well. Back to the boys.
All right, Wesley Lowe, 5 out of 6 to start. Anthony Simonson left a 2-4-8 in the 5th frame. So he is down in the match against his teammate Pontus Anderson, an 11-pin advantage over Tun Hakim of Malaysia. So Simonson, far right of your screen, stepping up. The two-hander says something's not right. Got reset. Let's get 6th frame. He's already up 1-0, so he's watched his teammate now get lined up after some early struggles from Wesley Lowe in game 1. Took him a few frames to get going striking. Now he's been able to get a few. Double for Anderson. He's going to maintain that 11-pin lead. Tun Hakim working on a strike. Let's see the deficit fall to 21 if he's unable to double it up here. Simonson reset. His 6th frame working on a spare. Connects. Tun Hakim, a 5th frame. Trouble. Oh. He's going to be surprised by that. A little less trouble, but still down in the match. Fortunate just to have the 4-7 up. Left lane has given Simonson a little trouble his last 2 times up. We'll see what he has in store here in the 7th. Looking to make it a double. There it is.
All right, back to the girls. And down on the far side, Ishimoto starts with a double. She leads by 9 here in game number 2. She's up in the 4th frame. And Jasmine Mason for the United States, after the open in the 10th frame to lose game 1, starts with a double and now has an advantage over Annabelle Chua, who is unable to match her. So strike spare for Chua. Early advantage to Mason. Ishimoto, 9 count in the 4th frame. So her advantage now 8 pins after 3. Not too far along here. We will check back as they get closer to the end here of game number 2. It is Roslyn, 241, 218 over Ishimoto in game 1, and 196, 187 for Chua over Mason.
All right, Wesley Lowe, just not sure if he caught the strike there. Struck in the 8th, but disaster in frame 7, left at 3-7-9. So this match, all of a sudden, all knotted up, essentially. Simonson can take the lead here. Well, Simonson's actually already in the lead. He can extend it to 17 pins if he's able to. If he's able to connect for 3 in a row. Trouble for Anderson, 7-10, working on double. Anthony gets that one to come back from way downtown. So Tun Hakeem clean through 6, working on his strike as well. He can actually move into the lead when he gets up into the 7th frame by delivering a double. So we'll see how Pontus responds. After the split. Comes back with a nice shot. Let's see if Tun Hakeem can take the lead here in the 7th. Simonson looking for 4 in a row. He nearly had some trouble standing there for a brief second. Fortunate just to have the 10 pin up there. It's going to give Wesley Lowe the opportunity to step up in the 9th and 10th and shut out to force a game 3. Tun Hakeem takes the lead with a strike in the 7th. He's also down 1 game to nothing. Wesley Lowe can max out at 242. Best Anthony Simonson can do now, 238. As we get down to the nitty-gritty here in our boys semifinal round of Masters competition at the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships. I'm Aaron Smith alongside Matt Cannizzaro. We appreciate everyone joining us here on Bowl TV. We'll have our gold medal match coming up as soon as we know who's joining it. Great shot by Tun Hakeem. Rings the 10. Lowe gets the very late trip of the 10. He makes it a double. He can throw 2 more and 7 to shut out and force game 3. Anybody's match on 19 and 20 at the moment. Pontus can move back into the lead with a strike. Here's Wesley Lowe, first shot of the 10th. Needs 2 of them and count to shut out. There's 1. Anthony Simonson looking on from a distance, seeing if his teammate can throw 1 more. Push it to game 3. Anderson back in the lead in the 8th. Here is Wesley Lowe, frame 10, second shot. 10-pin stand, so Anthony Simonson will have the chance to step up in the 10th frame and double to advance to the title match here at the World Youth Championships Masters competition.
All right, real quick check back on the girls' side before we check out Simonson's 10th frame. And in our first match, Roslyn is rolling here, working on a 3-bagger. And a huge advantage going into the 7th frame now. She can strike here, really take control despite the double from Ishimoto, and she does. In our other match, Jasmine Mason is leading by 10 after 3 frames. They're getting their money's worth of this semifinal as they're just in the 5th frame. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll come back to those in a moment. Again, Roslyn leading Ishimoto and Mason leading Chua by 10 pins.
Pontus Anderson left a 10-pin in the 9th. So once again, Tun Hakeem can throw the last 4 to strike out. He'll be stepping up in the ninth. Anthony Simonson, far right of your screen. Needs a strike here. And doesn't get it back, so we'll have a game 3. Wesley Lowe Jr., Anthony Simonson. Toon Hakeem gets a few pins of count back, but left with the baby split, 3-10. With the conversion, he'll be down 9 heading into the 10th frame. So Wesley Lowe finished with 231. Best Anthony Simonson can get to with his strike on his fill is 226. Big spare by Toon Hakeem. Big, definitely not one that's fun to shoot at, especially in this situation, but he needs to throw a double here, put some pressure. All right, 10th frame. Toon Hakeem. Needed a few extra seconds on that 9-pin, but gets it to tumble. He can max out at 215. That would force Pontus Anderson to double. Strike spare for Pontus would be 214. Comes in light, leaves the bucket, so 205 now. His max. Now just a mark. We'll do the trick for Pontus. Wesley Lowe starts off with the 6-8. In game number 3, they're all tied up. Winner of game 3 will advance to the championship match. So 205 the total for Toon Hakeem. Any kind of mark for Pontus, and he is in the gold medal match. For the win. There it is. Just needs to stay behind the foul line and he will be moving on. Pontus Anderson. Be in our title match.
All right, in the girls' match, Ishimoto was making her move, but 9 counted in the 9th frame. Now Rosalind can step up and close this out. She can get to 248, and there will be nothing Ishimoto can do. She got the first strike here to get into the 230s, so good count here. And this one is a lock. And she does it in championship fashion, gets the second one. So Natasha Rosalind will be the first young lady in our gold medal match. And the other match it is Jasmine Mason with a 5-pin lead. 5 pins over Amabel Chua. They're in the 7th frame right now. So Natasha finished things out 248. So a couple 240 games for her and a spot in the gold medal match. It's a bronze medal for our defending champion from Japan, Mirai Ishimoto. Great week for her. She'll finish things off here in style. Her 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships coming to a close. Take another look at Jasmine Mason. Jasmine down 1-0 in this match, so a must-win situation for her, or her event is over as well. She leads by 5, stepping up in the 8th frame. She will finish this match first after Chua bowls her 8th and 9th. Mason leaves the 2-pin only. Final shots for Ishimoto coming up here, shooting a 10-pin. She will be your bronze medalist in Masters competition. Mason leading by 5 here in the 8th frame. Chua can put the pressure on. Pulling the 8th and 9th right now. Final shot for Ishimoto. Her event has concluded with a bow. Great performance for her this week. Chua unable to apply the pressure. She is down 6 after 7 frames. We'll have the exciting conclusion coming up in just a moment. Let's check in on our other boys match. Simonson and Lowe, the battle of the two-handers from the United States.
Through 2 frames, we have no strikes. We saw Wesley Lowe lead the 6-8 here on 21 to start things off. Gets the messenger to take out the 7 there. There's his first strike. So for Wesley, open spare strike. He's got 28 in the second. For Simonson, 9 spare in the first. He then converted the 3-4, 6-10 in the second frame. So he holds an 8-pin advantage in the match. This is his 3rd frame. '16 USBC Masters champion delivers, hoping to add another Masters title in a different event here at the World Bowling Youth Championships.
All right, final frames coming up here in game 2. Jasmine Mason of the United States, local standout for the University of Nebraska, to stay alive here. She can get to 219. And that would be enough. She's bowling the 9th frame right now. Leads by 6. Goes high. Gets the 10 out, leaves just the 3. So still in control. But Chua with a chance to steal this one as well. Chua stepped up in the 10th, struck out last game. Mason needed a mark. Left a PBA washout. And opened in the 10th to lose 196, 187. So this time the pressure will be on Chua with a conversion here in a solid 10th frame for Mason. Mason with the only double here in game number 2. She started with 2 strikes. Has not struck since, however. 7 consecutive spares. She can punch in the 10th here for 208. And that will force Chua to double. Mason gets the first one to apply the pressure. Again, 208 max score. Chua working with a strike in the 9th can get to 213. So the world stage, gold medals on the line. This is the true test for these young players. Here's Mason. She can double up here. That forces Chua to double. She does not strike here. Chua just needs the first one in the 10th. Mason goes light, leaves the 2-8. So the stage is set now. Chua will need the first one and then count on her second shot to sweep here in the semifinals. Mason down 1-0, looking to stay alive and go on to claim potentially her 3rd gold medal of the week.
Quick update on the boys' side as they hit the halfway point. Wesley Lowe delivered 3 strikes in a row in frames 3, 4, and 5. He holds a 12-pin advantage over Anthony Simonson. Simonson in the 4th left a 10-pin that sent a vicious messenger over but did not connect. He just struck in the 5th frame. Once again, down 12. Simonson getting ready for the 6th.
All right, in our girls match, a must-strike situation for Chua to win this game. Mason finishes with 198. Chua strikes here and count. She gets the first one. She has 153 in the 8th. So another great shot like this right here. And we'll see Roslyn and Chua, Malaysia and Singapore in the gold medal match. Couple of pressure, clutch 10th frames for Chua here. Saving her strikes for the end of the games. She gets 8, and that will be enough. She can relax, take a deep breath. She'll pick this up, finish with a 201-198 victory over Jasmine Mason. Mason will claim the bronze medal. She'll share that with Mirai Ishimoto, the defending champ. And then we'll see Roslyn and Chua in the gold medal match coming up in just a few minutes.
Wesley Lowe leaning on the 10 and will not get it to fall. So Wesley delivered a strike in the 6th, as did Simonson. So Simonson will have the opportunity to step up and take the lead. No problem on the spare for Wesley, the reigning silver medal winner in Masters competition. That was back in Hong Kong in 2014. So this is our final match going on in the semifinals, so we'll have it all the way until the end. Anthony Simonson and Wesley Lowe Jr. looking to meet Pontus Andersson of Sweden in the championship match. 7th frame. Simonson delivers, and just like that, he now finds himself in the lead. Up by 9. Simonson and Lowe captured gold in the doubles event together, and followed that up with a team title yesterday morning. But one of them will have to go home after this game. Eighth frame, Anthony Simonson. Cannot find the words for that one. That was just, that one got back, mixed him up. All Wesley can do is keep striking, keep the pressure on. It's again only down at 9 pins. Pontus Anderson already in the finals. Natasha Roslin and Amabel Chua meet for the gold medal on the girls' side. Oh. Wesley shakes the 7. Doesn't get to fall. He's in big trouble now. Converts the spare. That drops his max down to 227. Anthony Simonson still has 256 out there. Striking any kind of mark in the 10th will do it. Simonson, 9th frame. Corner pin of his own. Simonson will still have the chance to shut out in the 10th frame with the conversion. First things first, takes care of the spare. A double and 3 would be enough for Simonson to end it right here. Anything less, Wesley Lowe will have the opportunity to step up, throw a few strikes to defeat his teammate. Lowe sitting in the middle of your screen, one pair to the left. Can't even watch. Simonson. Another 10 pin. So Wesley will have an opportunity to step up in the 10th to win this match 2-1. Simonson won the first one, 235 to 192. Wesley Lowe took the second one, 231 to 224. Simonson could shoot another 224. But he'll have to sit on the bench and see if it's enough. Just a reminder, don't go too far after we finish this 10th frame. We'll switch the cameras over and get ready for the finals. They'll be happening almost immediately after we finish up this semifinal round. So we'll leave the cameras on. Count not too important here. 224 for Simonson. Now it's up to Wesley Lowe Jr. Double 8 for the win, double 7 tie, anything less. Anthony Simonson goes to the gold medal match. First shot of the 10th, Wesley Lowe. Gets it. These young men have been throwing pressure shots like this all week. Does Wesley Lowe have one more in him? Must strike a situation here on Bowl TV. This is can't ask for much more than this, folks. Second shot of the 10th, needs to have it. 6-pin. And Anthony Simonson will advance to face Sweden's Jesper Svensson in the title match on the boys' side. Emotional moment for Wesley. He's had such an unbelievable week. Gold in singles to start things off, gold in doubles with Simonson, gold in team, the third consecutive year for the Junior Team USA boys. Silver in all events, and now a bronze medal.
And the gentleman that concludes the semifinals
in Masters.
Warm-ups for the finals will start here momentarily. As a reminder for the athletes, coaches, paid participants, you must show your credentials, your badge tonight, or have a banquet ticket in order to enter the banquet, which will take place at Embassy Suites at 7 o'clock. Also, for those countries that have not paid their Bowling Center Pro Shop tab, please stop by the reception desk this morning to close your tab.
All right. If I did say Jesper, I apologize. I didn't mean Pontus. It's been a long week. I think I get a pass here after a week straight of live streaming. So we'll get ready for the final matches here. Practice is going to be starting up in just a few minutes. We're moving the cameras. We're going to put up a just a static screen here, so it doesn't mean we left. We're just getting some stuff done. So, all right, folks, title matches here at the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships in the Masters competition. The final games will be underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining us here on Bowl TV all week. I'm Aaron Smith alongside Matt Canizaro. We'll be right back for the finals.
Athletes, when your arrows appear, you may begin your finals. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice round of applause for the finalists in 2016 World Youth Championships. Athletes, your arrows now up. Good luck and good bowling.
All right, welcome back to Bowl TV. And this is it. As you heard John Lucido, the proprietor here at Sun Valley Lanes, make the announcement. All comes to a close here for the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships. Our featured matches on the girls' side, Malaysia's Natasha Roslan is taking on Singapore's Amabel Chua. On the boys' side, Junior Team USA's Anthony Simonson starts off with a 4-pin. He's taking on Sweden's Pontus Andersson. So those are the matchups. Best of 3 to determine our gold medal winners here in 2016 for Masters competition.
We started the week with 79 girls and 208 boys. I'm sorry, 129 boys for 208 total participants here from 37 countries. It's been exciting. A couple medal rounds in singles, doubles, team. And now the best of the best in Masters competition. We've got our gold medalist already. Back-to-back World Youth Championships, doubles in 2014. All events here in 2016. Pontus Andersson. Some big shots earlier today in the semifinals from Amabel Chua from Singapore. She saved her best for last. Throwing big shots in the 9th and 10th frames to get past Jasmine Mason of the United States. Snuck by 196, 187, 201, 198.
Pontus gets that one to come back from way downtown for the early double, an early advantage here in game 1.
Early mistake there for Chua in the 2nd frame, so she will most likely fall behind early here. Top 24 advance to Masters match play. Top 8 received buys, while 9 through 24 battled in these best of 3 single elimination matches. Winners advance to meet the top 8. At the end of yesterday, we had 8 players remaining on each side of the field, boys and girls. Earlier this morning, went from 8 to 4. 4 to 2. Gold medals on the line here. Loser gets silver. Semi-final losers shared the bronze.
Simonson left a 4-pin on 17 to start, makes the adjustment. His first double, down 10 early.
Right on the girls' side, Roslan doubles up to take advantage of the open frame from Chua, but a mess of her own there on the left lane. The washout, the 1-2-4-10, gives up a few pins in count on the double as well. She'll be leading by 20 with a spare here. These are best of 3 matches as well, all the way to the very end. Pinfall irrelevant, of course. Best of 3 means first player to win 2 games will win the match. We do appreciate everybody tuning in all week long. Big numbers right now for the conclusion of this event, so that is great to see. We appreciate the support, so do the players. Again, from 37 countries. Good representation all week long from across the globe. Both players in our girls match with open frames already. Both on the left lane. Chua strikes in the third frame. So we can eliminate the deficit here with another strike in the fourth.
Pontus Anderson gets the 10-pin out in the fourth. 3 out of 4 to start. Both of our boys competitors look pretty locked in here in the early going, so carry may be the difference, or one misplaced shot perhaps as they get underway here in game one.
All right, left lane continuing to be troublesome for the ladies. And tough spare here for Chua. 2-4-5. Didn't lose any count. Probably not that much fun to shoot at on this 45-foot WTBA Rome oil pattern. She picks it up with the spare. She is down 8 after 3. Tasha liking the right lane. See if she can figure out the left lane. I think that's going to be the difference here. Whoever figures that lane out, at least will win game number 1.
4 in a row for Anthony Simonson, the 2016 USBC Masters champion. Looking to add another type of Masters title to his collection here at the World Bowling Youth Championships. His first time competing for the United States. Earned his spot in Junior Team USA through the USBC Team USA trials back in January of 2016. Already claimed his first 2 golds. Can he make it a third? Pontus is not going anywhere. Says you're going to have to work for it, young man.
For Natasha, left lane again. Trouble. Just looking at the washout one more time. Not unusual for two lanes to be playing a little bit differently, even to the point where 2 balls might be necessary. But somebody will need to figure out lane 15 here to prevail.
This boys' gold medal match quickly turning into an instant classic as Anderson and Simonson continue to trade strike for strike. Nobody relenting here. Just the placement of the 9 spare, the difference in the match. Simonson steps up in frame 6. Survived a nail biter against teammate Wesley Lowe Jr. in the semifinals to advance 2-1. Anderson defeated Tun Hakim of Malaysia to earn his spot in the title match.
All right, we've got ourselves quite the match here on 15 and 16 for the girls. We're looking at a lead change here, and lane 15 yields another mess for Amabel Chua. So after back-to-back opens on that lane for Roslyn, Chua now having trouble looking at 2 out of 3 opens.
Simonson doesn't get the messenger to connect as he leaves the 10, his first miss since the first.
Chua misses all three. Gives up the pins on the strike. So Roslyn with a chance now to take a 12-pin lead, if not more, with 2 solid shots here. Again, lane 15 going to be the decider in our girls' final match right now. Roslyn ships out the 4 for the strike. Big moment here on lane 15. Back-to-back washouts. What is she going to do differently to get a different result and maintain her advantage here?
Here's Anderson, just got a break from Simonson and gives it right back and then some. 2-8-10. Doesn't get that one up the hill.
And Natasha conquers lane 15 in the 7th frame for the double, so she is well out in front here after the open frame from Chua. Right lane was looking good for both players, and now wash out for Amabel.
Anderson bounces back with a nice strike in the 8th frame, but damage done in the 7th. Now down at 25 in the match to Simonson. Quickly it can change it just like that.
Great shot by Amabel Chua on the washout to keep this one at least a little bit close as we get into our final 3 frames. She'll step up in the 8th here. But Roslyn easily in control, working on a double. She'll get up on her good lane and she can conquer lane 15 one more time. She'll take game number 1.
Simonson also goes light on 18, but doesn't pay the ultimate price. I'll send them just the 8-pin left standing.
Chua goes all wrong on lane 16, but figures out 15, so. The miscue though, costly. This is best of 3. This is just game number 1 of our gold medal round here at the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships. Roslyn and Chua, Simonson and Anderson. And the 10 won't go. Roslyn could take a 21-pin lead going into the final 2 frames.
Simonson up in the foundation frame. Four-pin, so 3 9-counts in a row after the 5-bagger. It's a second 4-pin on lane 17 as well. It cannot be shut out though. Simonson can convert, get to 247 still. Max score for Pontus Anderson 244, but certainly a lot of pressure could be put on young Simonson with the big 9th and 10th from Anderson. I say they're young, but they're all young here. 21 and under the field at the World Bowling Youth Championships.
That is a fact, and pressure shots, something all these players definitely are used to. Anderson certainly stepping up, throwing the front 10 for the all events medal, gold medal. Roslyn conquers lane 15 again. And you mentioned Simonson possibly in a pressure situation here. The young man recently became the youngest player to win a major on the PBA Tour. I would say that's some pressure shot making as well on TV for that major championship. But here's some pressure shots happening in our girls match as Roslyn strikes in the ninth. Emma Belchua, we saw her against Mason throw big shots, but not here in the ninth frame, leaves the 4-9, and that is going to be trouble as Roslyn is in control. Strike up in the ninth.
Max score for Pontus Anderson now drops to 224. So for Anthony Simonson, you just need 9 on his first shot would get him to 9 out would be 225. So that would be enough. So if Anderson can throw all 3, Simonson would just need 9 on his first ball. Need less than that now, just a few pins. Stay behind the foul line, and Simonson will go up 1-0 after the 10 pin to kick off the 10th for Pontus.
All right, Chua gonna finish things up here on the girls' side. She can get to 168. That certainly will put some pressure on Natasha, stepping up into 10th. Problem there. Roslyn will take game number 1.
So 213 the final total for Pontus Anderson. Simonson just needs a decent count here to take the match. That is more than enough. Anthony Simonson 1 win away from Masters Gold at the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships.
All right, Natasha Roslyn just gonna finish things out here, representing Malaysia. Emma Belchua from Singapore. Good mix of players here in our final round. Gold medals this week on the girls' side singles going to Jasmine Mason from the United States. Doubles was Pak and Lee from Korea. Team event also going to Korea. All events medal going to Jasmine Mason from the United States.
Simonson finishes with 245 to collect the victory in game 1. Looks like they'll waste very little time going into game 2.
Roslyn, 190. Chua, 158. In the opener, 1-0 advantage for the Malaysian. Game 2 coming up now on the girls' side as well. This is our gold medal match, 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships Masters competition. The best of the best. Everybody else hanging out watching, getting ready for tonight's victory banquet as we say goodbye to the 2016 event. And Sun Valley Lanes here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Great host all week, John Lucido and staff. It's been a pleasure to be here. And looking forward to coming back. The next World Youth Championships will be 2018, Detroit, Michigan.
Ten pin to start for Pontus. few miscues late in game number 1. The big difference, the 2-8-10 split in the 7th frame. Simonson went on the 245-213 victory. Anthony starts off with a strike in game 2. He's hoping he doesn't have to see a game 3.
All right, spare for Chua to start things out here. She's down 1-0 in this best of 3 match. We haven't seen too many here on Bowl TV. Only go 2 games, so they've been making sure the viewers at home get their money's worth. I'm sure Simonson and Roslyn would prefer not to have that happen here. Just knock it out in 2 and let the celebration begin. We'll have the medal presentation coming up right afterwards, I believe. And that is affirmative. So we'll leave the cameras on for that, as we have for the other events. But who will it be atop the medal stand? We'll find out in about 8 frames possibly. Unless we'll need to see a game 3.
Simonson, no problem on the 248. Nice shot from Pontus, our gold medal winner in all events. Also collected a pair of bronze medals in doubles with the Jesper Svensson and team event. Looking to cap his week. 1 more gold medal around his neck. Anthony Simonson standing in the way.
Very cool scoring system here at Sun Valley Lane's Cubica AMF. Shows you right there at the bottom of the screen who's got the advantage here on a girls match. Advantage upper means Natasha Roslin is 1 win away from locking this up. And on the boys' side, advantage lower. Anthony Simonson 1 win away. Immediate updates here on site helped us all week long. Keep the folks at home updated.
A few folks in the crowd scared about that 2-8 conversion. Pontus said, no problem, I got this.
Pretty nice crowd on site here. Big contingent from Sweden all week long. And for Team USA, of course, being local-ish. A lot of great support, family and friends coming out to watch bowlers from the USA. Great week for Junior Team USA here. Medaling in every event, including a 3-peat, 3rd consecutive team title for the boys. We're now trying to add gold in Masters. Our girls match, Chua down 1 pin after 2 frames. Big shot there, strike in the 3rd. So still early. She likes to save the excitement for the 9th and 10th frames.
Simonson looking to move into the lead here. Could go up by 10 with the double. There it is. Makes the adjustment after coming in light in the 2nd frame. See Anderson's response in a moment. Light again, another 2-8 for Pontus Andersson. Simonson's lead will grow after that.
Girls match. Chugging along here with the 8 count there. Rosslyn falls down. She is down 1 pin after 3 frames.
Pontus discussing what he's seen out there with his coach.
Great shot there by Rosslyn.
Pontus did not like that one off his hand, didn't even look. And sees another 2-8, but this time with the 10. That was the split that ultimately put him in trouble last match.
Tough break there for Chua on lane 16. So Anderson and Chua in trouble here. 7-10 and a 2-8-10. These could be the deciding frames right here as Simonson and Rosslyn leading with potential to pull ahead farther halfway through the game.
Pontus only able to get 1. Simonson can really put his foot on the gas here with a few more strikes. Put some distance between him and the gold medalist in all events. 5th frame, looking for 3 in a row, gets it.
So Chua able to strike, try to keep this one close. Still time to toss a string here. Rosslyn in control. Natasha with the double.
Good shot from Simonson. Leaves the 10, but at the moment in great position here. But you never wanted to let an opponent back into the match anyway. Or even let him get hot and throw a few strikes and start sneaking up on you.
Big 3-bagger for Natasha. In control here, just past the halfway point of our gold medal match. Emma Bell wants to strike to stay in this game. She already is down 1-0, so elimination a possibility here. She gets the 1 in the 6 to double up and keep in this match.
Anderson makes sure he doesn't come in light and almost leaves the 4-7-10. Just a 4-pin up there. He's down 36 with the conversion. Starting to run out of frames here now that we're in the home stretch.
Great shot by Amabel. Again, to keep in this match.
Anderson delivers the strike in the 7th. He's going to need more of them just like that. Possibly some help from Simonson. Simonson prepares for his 7th and 8th frames coming up next.
Natasha keeping the pressure on here. 4 in a row. She can get into the 260s this game. Best Amabel can do 245. Still a long way from there. Just getting the 8th frame underway. Natasha up 1-0. It's a 190-158 victory in game 1. And the 7 goes late, one more for Natasha. Now Amabel again must strike. She's running out of room. 245 max score, 268 for Natasha, still out there.
Back-to-back 10 pins for Anthony Simonson. Anderson is working on a strike. He can double up and knock 10 pins off this deficit. He steps up for his 8th frame.
So strikes finally coming for both players on the girls' side. But is it too late for Singapore's Amabel Chua?
Big strike in the 8th from Simonson. Max score for Pontus Anderson is 223. Simonson on a 218 pace. So one more double gets him into the 220s. So Pontus in must strike situation here. And another oh, well, that didn't help it anymore. 2-8-10 turns into the 8-10.
So Simonson looking pretty good on the boys' side. Girls' side, however, both players with 5 consecutive strikes. Natasha Roslin can end it here, the 9th and 10th frame. She goes high. Leaves just the 4. So still a chance to shut out Amabel. First things first, convert this 4-pin. And then worry about 10th frame possibilities.
A little frustration showing from Pontus. Definitely not the way he wanted to end it. This 2016 event, but a very successful one in the books. Anthony Simonson just needs a few pins here and he will officially shut out and earn the gold medal. That'll be enough. So Anthony Simonson from the United States, what a week in his junior Team USA debut. Winning gold at Masters on top of doubles and team.
All right, stage set on the girls' side. Roslin needing a double and 9 to lock this up now. Gives Amabel, chance to win game number 2 here in the 10th frame. Tasha can get to 236, spare strike. Amabel 245, still a possibility. So with a spare here for Natasha, Amabel would need a double. Just gets the 5. Count important here. All right, with the strike now, Amabel Chua must strike here, must double in the 10th to force a game number 3. Simonson celebrating his gold medal here, Masters gold for the young two-hander. And the first one for Amabel. Appreciate the help in the chat room. It's exactly what we're saying here on site. Amabel. Pressure shot here. Must have this one to force a game 3. And she gets it. Final shot on the boys' side for Pontus Anderson. All events gold medalist finishes with 180. Simonson 236 in the gold medal.
Way to go, Anthony!
Amazing finish here for Amabel. She will finish with 245 and the win. So we will have a game 3 coming up on the girls' side momentarily. For the gold medal, 1 game. The ladies will close out the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships here at Sun Valley Lanes in Lincoln, Nebraska. Doesn't get any better than that. Amabel has been clutch these last few matches. And now here we go. Final game underway. Tasha starts things out with a strike. Whoever wins this game wins the match and the gold medal. strike for Natasha. Spare for Amabel here in the final game. Great shot there on the left lane. That was giving both players trouble early on. But things quickly changed in our second game, 245, 236. A lot of striking going on here. And the folks at home getting their money's worth. One more game here on the girls' side. Oslin with the big double. 10-pin lead. Aaron Smith on the edge of his seat. We'll have a recap for you tonight on bowl.com. If you missed any of the action this week at the World Youth Championships, you can visit the archives on Bowl TV, youtube.com/Bowl TV, or read the daily recaps on bowl.com. All scores and information still available on the 2016 World Youth Championships homepage. Hopefully you're focused in on our gold medal match here. 3 for 3. Malaysia and Singapore squaring off here in the final.
Definitely some impressive shot making down the stretch in game 2, and seen more of it here, the early going of the decider. Amabel mixes them up. Down 10 early, but both players locked in. Certainly shaping up. It's be a great final match here. It's the only way we would end it here after a great week at Sun Valley Lanes for the 2016 World Youth Championships. Another mixer for Amabel. She makes it 3 in a row.
So both players figuring out this pair of lanes. And now, after the high-scoring game 2, we're off to a hot start here in the finale.
The boys' match is over. Anthony Simonson, 2-game to 0 victory over Sweden's Pontus Andersson.
Girls match nearing the halfway point. Amabel with the momentum here. Tasha, another 10-pin. Great shot, just didn't quite make that turn on the back. Bit of a flat 10 there. Amabel in control here, stepping up on lane 16, working on 3 in a row. Big 10th frame to force a game 3. Now 4 out of 5 here in the finale.
Question in the chat. Has anyone won Masters as well as Junior Gold? Yes. Sean Rash has that distinction. Rash won Junior Gold back in 2002. And captured the 2007 Masters title 5 years later. Bucket for Amabel after her string of 4 strikes. And doesn't get it up the hill. Leaves the 4-8, the first open of game 3. So Tasha has the chance. Moving to the lead here. That looks pretty good. She connects.
All right, so final frames of the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships coming right up and guaranteed to be exciting here. Malaysia and Singapore battling for the gold medal in girls Masters. Tasha throwing great shots here. Brings another 10 pin. She'll be leading here in the back half of the gold medal game.
Tasha holds on for the spare. Takes a 6-pin advantage into the 7th. Amabel can find a double here to move back into the lead.
So 6-pin difference here. Double would be huge for Amabel. Quietly working her way into this gold medal final.
To take the lead. Trouble. Big trouble. 3, 4, 6, 7 split. Doesn't lose anything on count. We'll see if she can make a run at the split conversion.
All of a sudden, this left lane back to being troublesome for Tua.
Takes the 2 and now will find herself trailing here. Rosalind can put herself in great position with a strong 8th and 9th frame. Strike puts her up 20. Gets it. She can push it to 30 if she's able to double up on lane 15.
So we talked early in the match about lane 15 potentially being the decision maker here, and it looks like that might be the case as Amabel Tua back-to-back open frames on the left lane allow Natasha Roslin to be in control here. She conquers the left lane for the double and the huge advantage here going into the final frame.
Max score for Amabel is 218. Natasha would still need a mark at that point. First things first, 9th frame. She gonna trip it? Not get the 4 to trip. Drops the max down to 208. Natasha just needs count now. She can call herself a gold medalist at the World Youth Championships. Open in the 9th frame. Now get to 197. This match pretty much over now. Amabel threw great shots all day to get here. She's going to be a little bit short, however. She's going to take home a silver medal to Singapore.
There's so much pressure for our young players on the big stage. A couple of mistakes there, and something to learn from for sure. These players again are young, especially for Singapore. Their track record has been pretty spectacular these last few months even. I'm sure we will see Amabel Tua again in the near future.
But Natasha is waiting. This is going to be victory lap time for her. No pressure in the 10th. Just keep it on the lane, and your gold medal champion Amabel finishes with 187. This is your moment, Malaysia. Natasha Roslin of Malaysia is your 2016 gold medal winner in Masters. Congratulations to Natasha. Just a matter of final score now. Finish with 227 with the spare. Big smile, well-deserved smile, and a well-deserved round of applause. And Matt Canizaro, I can't believe it, but this is our final shot. The 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships. What a run it's been.
Here it is, in typical international fashion.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Masters competition as well as all of the competition in the 2016 World Youth Championships. Ladies from the medal ground, please report lanes 27 and 28.
.227, 187, 2-1 victory. Natasha Roseland from Malaysia over Singapore's Evabel Chua to end competition. So the staff here at Sun Valley Lanes, which has done a great job all week here, going to get the setup here for the medal presentation. We'll stay on the air for that. But a big thanks to everyone for joining us throughout the week here on Bowl TV. We certainly do appreciate it, as do these competitors.
For those of you staying at the Cornhusker Hotel, the shuttle vans will run to the Embassy Suite starting at about 6 o'clock. It's only 3 blocks away, not very far walk. Lincoln is very safe. You'll have no issues walking. However, for those of you that would like the shuttle ride, that shuttle will start at about 6 o'clock. Again, we do need to have everyone wearing their badges or have a ticket purchased for tonight's banquet. Otherwise, you will not be allowed in. And as well, if anybody has not paid their banquet fee, please see Kevin Dornberger immediately. Otherwise, you will not be admitted into tonight's banquet. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Lincoln Bowling Association, Sun Valley Lanes, the Bear Foundation, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, and Cubica AMF, we'd like to welcome you to the medal presentation of the 2016 World Youth Championships. We'll begin those ceremonies in just a few minutes. At the conclusion of the first medal presentation, you'll have just a couple minutes to take photos of the athletes and their medals. Please be respectful of the following medal presentation by limiting the number of individual photos until after the presentation of both the girls and boys events. once again, those athletes, female athletes in the medal presentation, please report to lanes 27 and 28 at this time, as well as the coach and manager that will be carrying the flag.
Jangan pergi mana, saya mau tanya juga.
Tasha and Anthony, no one else?
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Lincoln Bowling Association, Sun Valley Lanes, the Bear Foundation, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, and Kubica AMF, we'd like to welcome you to the medal presentation of the 2016 World Youth Championships. At this time, please welcome our athletes receiving medals from the Girls Masters competition. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Pat Sinello, President and Chairman of the Board of Kubica AMF, who will be awarding the medals to our athletes today, as well as Mr. Paul Porci, Lincoln Bowling Association Board Member. Mr. Sinello, on behalf of the organizing committee for the 2016 World Youth Championships, it is our honor and pleasure to provide you this commemorative plaque for your sponsorship as a gold level sponsor, as well as your personal sponsorship as a bronze level sponsorship with your family. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a nice round of applause for Mr. Sinello for supporting this event. Beginning the medal presentation, congratulations to the bronze medalist. From Japan, Malai Hashimoto. Congratulations to the bronze medalist from the United States of America, Jasmine Mason. Congratulations to the silver medalist from Singapore, Amabel Chua. Congratulations to the champion of the World Youth Girls Masters event, the gold medalist from Malaysia, Natasha Rosland. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem of Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the presentation of medals for the World Youth Girls Masters event. Congratulations again to the world champion from Malaysia, Natasha Rosland. Boys medalists, please report to lanes 27 and 28 at this time.
have 3 of these.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you sticking with us here for the medal presentations for the Masters portion of the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships here at Sun Valley Lanes in Lincoln, Nebraska. We'll have the boys lining up off to our right now and getting ready to march in here for the presentation. Gold medalist Anthony Simonson from the United States, silver to Pontus Anderson of Sweden, and bronze medals go to Wesley Lowe from the USA and Tun Hakim from Malaysia. So looking forward to that presentation, which will wrap things up here at the 2016 event. And here they come, the medalist Boys Masters 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Lincoln Bowling Association, Sun Valley Lanes, the Bear Foundation, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, and QBK AMF, I'd like to welcome you to the medal presentation of the 2016 World Youth Championships. At this time, please welcome our athletes receiving medals from the Boys Masters competition. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome Mr. Pat Sinello, President and Chairman of the Board of QBK-AMF, who will be awarding the medals to our athletes today, and Mr. Paul Porci, Board Member of the Lincoln Bowling Association. Thank you again, gentlemen, for your support of this event. How about a nice round of applause for both QBK-AMF and the Lincoln Bowling Association. Beginning our medal presentation, congratulations to the bronze medalist from Malaysia, Tun Hakim Tun Hasmul. Congratulations to the bronze medalist from the United States of America, Wesley Lowe, Jr. Congratulations to the silver medalist from Sweden, Pontus Andersson. Congratulations to the champion of the World Youth Boys Masters event, the gold medalist from the United States of America, Anthony Simonson. Of the World Youth Boys Masters event. Congratulations again to the world champion from the United States of America, Anthony Simonson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate all of your support over the last 10 days or so while we've been here at the 2016 World Bowling Youth Championships and Sun Valley Lanes in Lincoln, Nebraska. If this was the Olympics or the World Series, we'd have a very cool highlight reel for you to show and some emotional music to get everybody feeling good about those who found success on the biggest stage in sports, but instead we'll just say thank you. We appreciate everybody joining us along the way. Congratulations to all of our athletes here at the World Youth Championships. Our final look at our gold medalists in boys masters. It's Anthony Simonson taking the win over Pontus Anderson. Pontus with the all events gold. 2018 World Bowling Youth Championships headed to Detroit, but we'll see you in 2017 for the Adult World Championships in Kuwait. So looking forward to that, and we'll keep the schedule updated on Bowl TV, let you know what's coming up next. Again, thank you for joining us here. For Aaron Smith, this is Matt Canizaro for the last time from Sun Valley Lanes. Folks, that's the news for now, and we'll see you on the lanes.